Hi Gemini, welcome to your monthly readings. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, I have a special tarot offer going on, which is called Cupid's Message, and it's a reading that was created to reflect and focus on love and relationship matters. So if you would like to know more info about that special or any other of my tarot services, just email me. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. So Gemini, I do feel like this month is very mysterious month for some of you. There's this mystery in the air that for some of you is giving you like something to look forward as at the same time something to be kind of anxious about, because I feel like for a lot of you Gemini, it's like you're dreaming a lot, you're sensing a lot, you're having some sort of connection, let's say, with the unconscious forces that are, providing to you hints, messages, signs that then you're seeing in a way manifested in your conscious reality. And for some of you, it's like to make sense of what's real and what's not. For some of you, there's the thin line between reality and illusion. But there's also some distinction here to be made in terms of who you were or how you were emotionally attached and identified to something, and how you are to be from now forward. Because I also feel like for other Geminis, this is talking about lessons, very important spiritual lessons that you have been undergone and undergoing in regards to love, but in particular to the worth, the self-worth aspect. So what have you learned? What have you understood? What have you done and are doing to be in alignment with this appreciation of the self, your beauty, your gifts, your talents, your capabilities? The respect for the individual self seems to be something so important for you, especially as you are in February, going into February, because maybe that individual fierce power is going to be needed to be in your full conscious exercise to deal with, temptations, to deal with other type of circumstances that might require that to be, a part of how you deal with situations. And so when you're not in your power, when you're not secure of who you are, when you're giving people discounts, for doing you wrong, when you are apologizing or excusing behaviors that are so wrong and so hurtful to you, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? It's very, what it is about us in general, but particularly for some of you Geminis lately that have been so hard to acknowledge in terms of your precious self. Why don't you love yourself? Why don't you see yourself in that beautiful light as you need to achieve your dreams? Some of you have wonderful dreams available at your reach, but you don't trust yourself. You don't think you are deserving of all of that. You give as well a lot of power to others to define you. Some of you have been giving power too much to others to define you, or you allowed the past to define you, and you are defined by what you choose. Is by what you choose to be defined. And so I do feel like for some of you Geminis that have been under some sort of psychotherapy or therapies dealing here with the trauma, or dealing even with kind of going back to kind of understand like timeline therapy and so forth, to kind of understand where this trauma, this memory was created. Because you have the Six of Cups and the Moon. So again, the past is a driving force, and you are connecting with it in the form of dreams, in the form of fears, in the form of manifestation of people from your past, things of the past just popping, and maybe you are freaking out with this. What does this mean? I feel like the past is showing up in multiple ways for you Geminis as reference for something you need to rescue in terms of memory, or to integrate within your being so you can put it in the right place where it's not defining you anymore. Because you are the Empress and you are the Queen of Wands. You are what we call the boss, the queen, the king, the heavy influence, the king of the castle energy. Who rules your life? Who? And if it's not you, why you have been giving permission for anyone else to rule your life, your castle, whatever it is, this energy of something that belongs to you that you have not been in control of. Enough, Gemini, enough. Because this suffering that you have been under has been in a way like a delayed wave. It's like you have been delaying here the message of what this really is about. This is not about the other. This is about you and what you allow the other to do to you, if that's such a case. Or this is not about God not loving you, the universe not listening to you, or you not having the talent to do something. No, this is not about the exterior. This is about you and the relationship you have with the self. And if there is a month where that is going to be very evident and very, like given like the spotlight where you cannot not see it. You cannot see it. I feel there's something that in the month will happen to test you and this energy of self-worth, where you will be confronted with the sight and the image and the presence of a fact that changes everything. Especially it changes how you love, nurture yourself, and of course from there how you love and nurture others, even your creations. Empress and the Queen of Wands together. It's a super creative dose. Maybe you don't trust your creations. Maybe you are insecure of what you are creating, what you are doing, or your role as a mother. If this is about you being a mother, or the role as a daughter. I do feel like this is for everyone, but in this month, Gemini female energy. This can be a particular very interesting month in terms of liberation of this feminine power you hold. For Gemini male, it could be that this is also happening through, again, the attraction and the relationship with either a mother figure or a strong female figure, kind of triggering you to see the moon, to see the Six of Cups, what it is about your story that is, keeping you, or has been keeping you from, because, it's like the story has been written, your story, right, so far has been written, and then you stop writing it. And you need to understand where and why and how this happened, so you can pick up the pen and start writing again. Because what this writing represents is, again, the co-creator aspect. You need to create to have. So if you want love, you want to begin by being and creating love in all shapes and forms at your reach, especially within your own being. If you want anything else, to succeed at your dreams, to have, you know, your creative work seen, appreciated, sold. You have to keep doing it. You can't give up. For some of you, this is about what you have been giving up and why. I feel like for some of you Geminis that have been giving up on something, you might come to realize that, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing it because I believe in it. So some of you are kind of, it's like you are awakening to the real potential as well of some other thing. For Geminis, this is not such about the heavy internal work. It could be that you have a change of mind and a change of heart about something that you were not seeing the potential, because probably you were seeing it with a lens of insecurity, and now you're seeing the potential and you're going for it, and you were indeed advised to go for it. This could be also about your social position, your status, your influence, being seen as someone really special, very attractive as well, but you are afraid of this, let's say, I don't, the word that came through is fame. Of course, that does not apply for all of you, but fame could be the energy, again, of exposure, of recognition. Maybe for some of you, it's a fear of leaving the shadows that the moon is all about. Going from the moon to the sun. Success, reputation, claims. So the moon is what you go into March with. So, you know, things will still be a process about, for Geminis, that this is about finding clarity, finding answers, finding healing. It's still a process that is, you know, happening with you, and that it puts you in a very delicate, I feel, position, because I feel like others of you Geminis are dealing with all of this, and at the same time with the demands of the social, you know, material world, where maybe you have to suppress and control and hide all of that moon sensitivity. But at the same time, your glamour, your attraction, why, and you could see or start to feel that people are so attracted to you or interested basically on what you're doing, is exactly because of the moon scent, right? The moon presence in you. It's very alluring. It has always allured and attracted men and women, of course, but mankind in general. Why? Because there's a mystery about it. There's something about it that you can't quite define. And there's something about you or something about what you do that it's exactly like that. And it's a charm, and it's something to be welcomed, to be celebrated. I feel like for Geminis that this is about your special thing, what you're just, you know, naturally special, beautiful about. Let it be. Let it be the mystery, and let the mystery guide you to where you're meant to go ahead. For others of you, this is about understanding what has been going on behind the scenes. And I feel like this behind the scenes is especially about you. What has been going on behind the scenes that has been delaying, again, your growth, your abundance, because abundance is here. If you haven't already started to experience, I feel like you will experience it in February. Just people, clients, money, opportunities coming to you, wanting to know you, or wanting to, you know, kind of get closer to you, approach you. And this is where I feel some of you are, you know, having a little bit of a hard time, because it means that you will have to be, you know, your true self first and foremost, and your true self might be, you know, just in a place that is hard to define. Maybe this is about you, Gemini, is not wanting people to see you, to see how you really are. Maybe there's a fear about being seen in the truth of you. And maybe there's someone trying, there's someone wanting to, testing you there. For others of you, this is about, the way you see yourself. And so, of course, the way it could be a matter of acceptance as well. Things that you feel like are odd or imperfect about you, when in reality, that is what is giving you that moon magic, that moon special something, that allure is the moon, is your flaws, your imperfections, your different attributes that are giving you qualities to be. It's like in a way to worship. You should be worshiping you, not in a matter of ego or self-entitlement. It's a matter of you honor you, you love you, and you, again, accept everything that encompasses. And so Geminis that are not in this point need to, in one way or another, reinforce that relationship with the self and with their attributes so they can be free and so they can savor experiences in a more as well lucid form. Because some of you don't feel lucid or don't feel that things in your life are clear, that are, logical, and you suffer with this, but they are not, because you yourself, you're not having a very lucid relationship with something, an aspect of you have been condemning. So I hope you have a great month. Thank you so much for all of you that have been liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating to my channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.